I want to start this video off by saying this is for people who are obsessed with the meta and play by that rather than just getting characters you love. This is for people who play the gacha solely to get cards to fill their team slots and don't care about characters as long as they have the strongest team. I think any card can work for your team if you put in the work, and this is to help you better understand the card and put it in the right team for both you and that card. If you're watching this, I'm assuming you're already well versed in meta and gameplay, so I'm not going to explain basic gameplay stuff. If you're new and don't know mechanics yet, I have videos on that to fill in some gaps. Deuce is an attack SSR Fire Water Void unit. He's available via a limited time gacha. You're guaranteed to get him within 100 pulls, and you get a free 10-full Kion's birthday, so really you only need 90 pulls saved to get him for surezies. But if you haven't saved that much and you don't manage to get him, don't worry because this banner will rerun on his birthday next year. His max attack is 10,684, and his max attack is 6,504. Although his max HP is below average for SSRs, it's still nice to have something over 10,000. Although he's an attack card, his HP is the star of the show for this card in my opinion. Deuce's spell 1 is Flame Blast. His spell 2 is Water Shot 2 for levels 1 through 9, and at level 10 it upgrades to Aqua Wave 2. His spell 3 will be Void Shot. But again, we don't have that quite yet, so doesn't really matter right now. Anyways, Deuce has 2 skills, Damage Boost and Power Drain. The Damage Boost is attached to his spell 1. At level 1, it's a minor boost to caster for 1 turn, at level 5 it lasts 3 turns, and at level 10 it's moderate and for 3 turns. Unfortunately, that Power Drain is attached to his spell 3, and since Ian doesn't have that yet, like I mentioned, you'll need to wait a bit for this skill. But anyways, at spell 1, it will be a minor drain on foes for 1 turn, at level 5 it'll be for 3 turns, and then at level 10 it maxes out at moderate for 3 turns, so it scales exactly like his spell 1 skill. Now, these skills are pretty common, so although they're still helpful, this definitely isn't a card where you're going to be chomping at the bit for spell 3 because of that skill. Deuce's Zuo magic partner is Idia, who also gives him a moderate HP boost. His other buddies are Riddle with a minor power boost, and Sebek with a minor HP boost. So let's talk alternatives. If you aren't able to get Deuce, I would recommend Birthday Boy Idia, Birthday Boy Lilia, Labwear Sebek, and PE Uniform Trey as potential alternatives. We've got some solid SSR alternatives this time around. I know sometimes this isn't the case. Idia has the exact same skills as Deuce, and they're both attack cards. They both have Flame Blast and Water Shot 2, but sadly, the Water spell is Idia's spell 3. His spell 2 is also a Flora spell and not Void. They share no buddies, but on the bright side, their stats are pretty similar. Idia's not a perfect match, but he's pretty good. Lilia is a little closer to a match than Idia was. They have the exact same spells and skills. Lilia has the added benefit of having damage boost twice as well as an evasion boost. Although Deuce doesn't have evasion boost, it's a nice extra. But Lilia's a balance card and he shares no buddies with Deuce. One of Lilia's buddies is actually Deuce though, so if you manage to pull Deuce and you already have this Lilia, they could make good teammates. Sebek is another great option, but you're gonna have to work on him a little. While he has Fire Shot for levels 1 through 9, at level 10 it turns into Flame Blast. He also has Water Shot 2, but it doesn't change into Aqua Wave 2. And he has Power Drain twice. He sadly doesn't share any buddies with Deuce, but he's an attack card, so that's nice. Honestly, Sebek is kind of all over the place, but I think he's still a good option. He hits enough of the same points as Deuce. And finally, we have Trey. His main draw is same element spells as Deuce and Power Drain. He shares no buddies with Deuce, but at least you'll get the same elements with him. Deuce might not have the most unique skills, but he's still a pretty solid card. He'd be the best at fighting against fire enemies since he'll have 1 advantage, 1 same spell, and then Void Shot 2's there. He's not so specialized with skills that you need to heavily consider what team you'll put him in. Right now though, I would put him in teams going against fire units. Once spell 3 drops, he can also safely be put into teams going against Flora units since you can switch him to Fire Void. But we have some time until then. Once again, thank you everyone for watching my videos. If you would like to support me beyond liking and subscribing and all of that, I have a Patreon and I also have channel memberships. If you like live streaming, I live stream over on Twitch every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. But yeah, thank you guys for watching my videos and I hope they help you. Bye! Shameless plug over.